Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of October 26th through November 1st. And during that time, we'll have a few different moon phases. We'll have the waxing crescent, which is a really good time of heightened senses, a good time to buckle down and work on those projects that we've just started during the new moon. We will also have the first quarter moon, which is a little bit of a disruptor. I call it like a mini full moon, that kind of energy where you might feel a little bit impulsive or impatient. Your mind might be a little bit active, a little bit energetic. I know, manage that in the way that you do. I like that because I feel like I have more energy and I get a lot of things done. Same with the full moon. Although I don't sleep a whole lot, that's if I'm having insomnia, it's those, first quarter and full moon nights. So anyway, then we take a breath and we move into the waxing gibbous, which is definitely a little bit calmer, a good time for a deeper understanding, a good time for planning and perspective, and a good time to just make adjustments and even plans for the future. So keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading, Pisces, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading, a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, let's see what the Pisces Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling, my fun weekly reminder this week is that you take the time to learn something new. So think about something that is maybe, been in your periphery lately, maybe the last week, 2 month or two, and you thought, I'd like to know more about that. And go ahead and take that time, block out some time for you this week, 2 to 3 hours, and learn something new. So you might pick up a couple of books from the library about this topic, or find a lecture, or learn, use the internet as a resource, but find a way to really deep dive into something. And even if you're taking notes, and just something that you really absorb the information from. So that's just my fun weekly reminder. Sometimes as adults we forget to really do a deep dive and learn something new that we don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm learning every day, but it's usually kind of trivial things, nothing that I'm getting too deep into one topic about. So pick a topic and get deep, get in there and learn about it. So that's my fun weekly reminder for you this week. So, all right, Pisces, without further ado, let's get into this particular reading, October 26th through November 1st. A win-win outcome is forecast. And your present energy right now is Knight of Swords. So, okay, something coming in quick here for you. Either a message that comes to you quickly, or an idea that comes to you very quickly that you're going to take the idea and just run with it. This is running with knives, so be very careful when it comes to that. But if it's a win-win outcome, outcome forecast for everyone, it could be a good thing. It could be that you get this idea and you just go. You don't think too much about it. You just take off and run with it. All right, your current situation, judgment. Okay, so judgment is about, I see judgment as kind of an awareness. So there may be something that has come to light for you, some message that came in that changes your awareness, right? Something happened very quickly, but it's made you have a new awareness, which is kind of judging. It's like but it's usually some truth or something that's come in for you, and it looks like it does come in pretty expediently, and it initially just, you have a gut reaction to it immediately that you're judging. At the root of this situation is the Temperance card. So, while we've got the deep breath of this, even when I see this card, this is like an anxious card for me, because it's grabbing that sword, it's grabbing that idea or that message and running with it, and so now I'm going to take a breath and breathe, which is exactly what the angel on your shoulder will be telling you to do. Is going to be, if this is like the opposite of having the devil on your other shoulder. This is the angel who says, now, Pisces, maybe you're judging this too quickly. Do you have all of the information? This message came in quick. This information came in quickly to you. Perhaps you're not reading this correctly. So this is the angel that's like the calming center voice that's telling you to relax and make sure that you're balancing your, balancing your emotion with this message, this real world thing here, and balancing your emotions. You see where her feet are in that water, and that we're breathing and we're not going to do anything rash. Okay. So this is take a breath. I like that, because that Knight of Swords is the first card. It's to me, it's like just pure liquid anxiety when I see it. In your recent past is the Four of Swords. So you've come out of a time here of rest and meditation, where maybe this thing has come to you from rest and meditation. And maybe it is something very anxious and something, but it's almost like, I feel like you've maybe uncovered something, discovered something. It is very stressful and you've immediately judged it. And you're, like I said, it's like running with knives. So calm down and let this angel, let that angel soothe you a little bit, and make sure that you are not rushing to judgment, right? That make sure that you have all the information. Sometimes we don't have all the information just yet. What's on your mind this week? Okay, something you're done with. There's a lot of swords. Okay, maybe not. Okay, this angel is on your shoulder, but there is something that you are making a judgment, and I feel like you're done. You're done with some situation, that you're just done dealing with it, and you're done. A win-win outcome is forecast, so you're done. That's your win. We'll see what the win is for the other person, but this angel, again, I feel like you need it. There are a lot of knives. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of messaging. There's a lot of air energy that's going on with this entire situation and this judgment. So I don't know what the win is for the other person, but for you, you're done. It's like you're done thinking about it. You're done dealing with it. Okay, what is just ahead of you this week? Things are happening very quickly here with this Eight of Swords. This is rapid things just coming in, rapid change. This could be more messages coming in, words going back and forth. Things are just happening very quickly this week. Um, and that's kind of all week. In your advice position is the Lover's card. So let's bring some love into this situation. Let's bring some calm into this situation. And because this is in your advice position, this tells me that you're definitely going to rely on a partner. You're going to rely on a very loving partner to help you through this and hold your hand through this situation. Whatever this message is coming in for you, again, it seems emotional, it seems anxious, it seems like there's a lot going on. You do have this angel here helping you, and now you have a partner helping you as well. So definitely confide in your partner, talk to them, let them help you through it. That's what they're there for, right? We have partners because they can help us. They can see around corners that we can't, and they can, be that voice of reason when we can't. When we're being emotional, they can calm us down. So make sure you're utilizing your partner in that way. What is beyond your control this week is enjoying the fruits of your labor. So this is nice, because I feel like maybe as we get through this, as we get through maybe the first part of your week is turbulent, but the next part seems it seems okay. Okay, so let's just take a breath again. Let's listen to this angel on our shoulder. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Is look at very mellow Knight of Cups coming through. Hopefully, this is your secret desire, is to calm this situation down, is to be emotionally stable, is to be on this very steady horse, but there's nothing coming out of your cup. There's no emotions spilling over. We're just kind of managing things and moving forward. And that's a good goal, especially if this is kind of jarring or shocking, or some kind of news that comes in that's disappointing, upsetting, whatever. You want to be in that place where you're just, again, relying on your partner, enjoying the fruits of your own labor, but also just emotionally a little calmer than maybe you were when you initially got the information first. In your outcome position is the Ace of Swords. Of course, we have more swords coming out. So this is going to lead to some sort of breakthrough. And maybe that's where this win-win outcome is forecast, is that even though this is rapid and quick and coming in hot, right? And there's some judgment involved, maybe the overall situation, this is kind of an aha moment when you get an Ace of Swords. This is a breakthrough, and just a mental breakthrough. Maybe you're seeing things again. Judgment is about awareness. Maybe you're seeing things in a different way for the first time, and now you've got this new awareness, and that's why it is a win-win, because you get to move forward now with this new awareness and make your decisions based upon that. What is hidden from you this week is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is about leadership and authority and control, and that's hidden from you. There is no, it's almost like if there, I want to say it's almost like if there were someone in charge, how do I put this? The leader is definitely, like I said, like an authority figure. It's someone who is, this is the boss. This is the boss man. It's almost like the boss is hidden. So there's somebody that may have some very strong opinions or things that's kind of staying out of this or is taken out of the situation. Again, so rely on your partner for some sort of support through this as you're getting through this. It looks like through the end of the week, you finally do end up with a mental breakthrough on something. Um, I wish I could be more specific because this could be so many things. This could be some sort of message that comes in about work and you get to deal with all of this. This could be something about family that comes in, you get to deal with all of this. This could be something, I don't think it's relationship. That's the one thing I would rule out, that I feel like it has to do with either work or family or your friend group, or, there's something about some information that's changing things, but I think the one thing I would rule out is that it's not about your partner, because that appears to be, the advice is um, to partner up with your partner to help them let you get through this, right? To have them help you through it. So, but overall, again, it says a win-win outcome is forecast. So it seems like in the long run, it may not seem like it right now, but in the long run, this is actually a good thing that's going to happen. So let's see what the Soul Oracle deck says for Pisces, October 26th through November 1st. And the card that comes out here is Don't Push the Envelope. Yeah, I feel like you're the receiver of this information more than the initiator of it. And I feel like it's just things kind of coming at you. These things are just coming at, and you're like, what? And it's a little overwhelming, but once you do calm down and enjoy, take a breath, enjoy the fruits of your own labor. And by that, I don't know, this could be just, I don't know. There's something that comes through that maybe, again, with your partner, that you just kind of realize, look, this stuff is going on around, and again, it could be family, friend group, things that are going on, and you just kind of get in your own little, your own bungalow, and you bundle up and snuggle with each other, and you just try to forget the world a little bit, because it's stuff that's going on, again, around you. It's not like things that you have control over. So it's things you're going to have to deal with. But again, in the long term, it's good for everybody. Okay, this card wants to come out, flipped over on me. So self-care for Pisces. You get the card called Choice. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Okay, be strong enough to handle any outcome. So whatever this is going on, again, I see this leader figure is either not present or is taken out of the situation, and you're kind of left to deal with all of that. Whatever that means for you. If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a message down below. For some of you, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about right here as your week goes on. But again, drop me a comment and let me know. It helps me be a better reader if I see that there was something that I missed. But there are a lot of things coming at you, and something that you're just done with. You're not going to deal with it anymore. You're going to move forward with with some sort of breakthrough that you're going to then take that and move forward. But it looks like in the end, that's the outcome is good for everyone. But it might be a disruption and a thing going on right now, but it's going to be good in the end. So try to hold that vision and know that by the end of this, it's actually going to be a good thing. So Pisces, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use for your week. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, drop me a comment down below. Let me know, what did you have to make a judgment on this week? Did you have things that were coming in very quickly? Were you able to rely on your partner to kind of help you through this thing? So I'd be very curious to know that. If you like my reading style, of course, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel. But more importantly, it'll help you find me next week, where you can come back and we can see if this continues, if this story, or if there's just a completely new energy here for you next week. So thanks so much, Pisces, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.